Amazon Prep Vietnam. Again, this is something that I've been working on the last 7 or 8 months with a company in the in Vietnam. Well, they're actually based in Hong Kong, but they've also got a base in Vietnam. So I'm kind of leading that with them and helping them set up their systems in terms of Amazon Prep, because it's something that Vietnam didn't have. Right. So you couldn't get sample checking. It doesn't actually exist there. Sample consolidation doesn't exist there. But it's something that we're doing. So ordering samples, as you guys know, is an important thing to actually do as part of your business. The number of factories, if you can get 3, 4, 5 factories of the same product, that's great. And sometimes you can only find one factory, right? So, and again, if you do only find that one factory, it's okay to order from it as long as you understand there is a bit more of a risk in ordering from that one factory. And you should always have a backup factory for any product that you actually manufacture, because if something does happen with that factory, then there goes your business, right? So you always want that backup. Inventory labeling. So that's something that we're kind of doing now in Vietnam, which is the third party. This is a couple of ways that you can actually do it, whether you can have it done at the factory. You can either have a third party company do it, or you can actually just make it part of your packaging, right? So those few tips. Storage. So one big conversation that a lot of people have been having is in terms of storage. So if you can try to avoid storage altogether, that's always great. Obviously, there's a lot of variables to avoiding storage, because you need to understand your inventory limits in terms of how much inventory you can actually get into Amazon. You also might want to get less inventory, which could cost you a little bit more to actually avoid it. Or my best thing is, if you do have a bit more inventory, to keep it in Vietnam, right? If you're sourcing from Vietnam, keep it in Vietnam. The storage costs in Vietnam is super cheap, right, compared to the USA. And then what we can do in Vietnam, and something that we've been doing, is essentially just shipping small amounts of it to you, to Amazon, to actually, just to replenish, to ensure you don't run out of stock. Or another option is to actually distribute to multiple marketplaces. So you might think, okay, well, I have 400 units just sitting there in Vietnam. So what I might do is set up a listing in the UK, and I'll send them over to the UK also. So that's another thing you can do. Pre-shipment inspections. So this is also a really, really good thing to actually look at. And I was actually speaking to Kathy Lloyd. A lot of you guys know the coach there, awesome coach. But in terms of the various stages of pre-shipment inspection, she actually alluded me to this. She said to me that one thing that she likes to do is to get a pre-shipment inspection booked throughout the process of your actual inventory being manufactured. So you might think of, let's say, especially if it's a textile product. So once all the raw materials get to the factory, that's when you'll do a pre-shipment inspection to make sure the materials are actually right? If you're ordering a wooden product, you might want to do that. And then what will happen is you'll check the materials at that stage. Yep, thumbs up. And then you'll go to the next stage and do another pre-shipment inspection. So that's also a really, really good way of doing it, to ensure there's no surprises right at the end, and then no surprises you usually cannot fix.
That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of over 2,500 people and growing. We're the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs right now, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. If you would like to find out more about what we do and also come and join us, get yourself off to www.aussieontrepreneurs.com.au. The link for that is in the description, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, bye for now.